because we're going to start by talking about these guys. I don't know who's who, but they are Joe Ruby and Ken Spears. Now,
who are they?
In 1968, parent-run organizations, particularly Action for Children's Television, began protesting what they perceived as excessive violence in Saturday morning cartoons.
Yes.
Most of these shows were Hanna-Barbera action cartoons such as Space Ghost, The Herculoids, and Birdman and the Galaxy Trio.
Oh, really?
And virtually all of them were cancelled by 1969.
Oh, wow.
Because of pressure from the parent groups.
I see.
Members of these watch groups served as advisors to Hanna-Barbera and other animation studios to ensure that new programs would be safe for children. That's lame.
Really? That is?
Yes. Fred Silverman, an executive for daytime programming at CBS, was then looking for a show that would both revitalize his Saturday morning line and please the watch groups. The result was the Archie Show from Filmation, based on Bob Montana's teenage humor comic book Archie.
Oh, wow.
Also successful were the musical numbers the Archies performed during each program, on which Sugar Sugar was the most successful Billboard #1 hit of 1969. Eager to build upon this success, Silverman contacted producers William Hanna and Joseph Barbera, both creating another show based on a teenage rock group, this time featuring teens who solved mysteries between gigs. Silver envisioned the show as a cross between the popular I Love Mystery radio serials of the 1940s and the Archie characters on the popular early 1960s series The Many Loves of Dobby Girls. After attempting to develop this version of the show called House of Mystery, Barbara, who developed and sold Hanna-Barbera shows while Hanna produced them, passed the task along to story writers Joe Ruby and Ken Spears, as well as artist character designer Iwao Takamoto. Their treatment, based in part on the Archie Show, was titled Mysteries 5 and featured 5 teenagers, Jeff, Mike, Kelly, Linda, and Linda's brother WW, along with their Pongo playing dog Too Much, who collectively formed the band Mysteries 5. When Mysteries 5 was not performing gigs, they were out solving spooky mysteries involving ghosts, zombies, and other supernatural creatures. Ruby and Spears were unable to decide whether Too Much would be a large, cowardly dog or a feisty small one. Yeah, I know what ended up between that.
Yes.
When the former was chosen, Ruby and Spears voted Too Much as a Great Dane, but envisioned the dog character as revised the character to a large sheepdog, similar to Archie Sheepdog Hot Dog.
Oh, wow.
Just before their presentation to Silverman as Ruby feared the character would be too similar to the comic strip character Marmaduke. Silverman rejected the initial pitch, and after consulting with Barbara on next steps, got Barbara's permission to go ahead with Too Much being a Great Dane instead of a sheepdog.
Oh, wow.
During the design phase, lead character designer Takamoto consulted a studio colleague who was a breeder of Great Danes. After learning the characteristics of a prize-winning Great Dane from her, Takamoto proceeded to break most of the rules and designed Too Much with overly bowed legs, a double chin, and a sloped back, among other abnormalities.
Oh, wow.
Ruby and Spears' second pass at the show used Dobby Gills as the template for teenagers rather than Archie. The treatment retained the dog Too Much while reducing the number of teenagers to 4, removing the Mike character and retaining Jeff, Kelly, Linda, and WW.
Yes.
All the personalities were modified, so were the characters' names. Jeff became Ronnie, later renamed Fred. At Silverman's behest.
Yes.
Kelly became Daphne, Linda Velma, and WW Shaggy.
Yes.
The teens were now based on 4 teenage characters from the many loves of Dobby Gills. Dobby Gills, Thalia Menninger, Zelda Gilroy, and Maya G. Krebs, respectively. The revised show was repitched to Silverman, who liked the material but disliking the title Mysteries 5, decided to call the show Who's Scared? Silverman presented Who's Scared to the CBS executives at the centerpiece of the upcoming 1969-70 season's Saturday morning cartoon block. CBS President Frank Stanton felt that the presentation artwork was too scary for young viewers, and therefore the show would be the same. Decided to pass on it. Did you open up the same Wikipedia page I did?
Really?
Yes, I'm pretty sure you did, because I think I've been reading too quickly to try and overtake you. But
it's okay.
I need to
pass.
drink. I need to moisten my mouth so you can take it for me.
Now, without a centerpiece for the upcoming season programming, Silverman had Ruby Spears and the Hanna-Barbera star revised Barbara revise the treatment and presentation materials to tone down the show and better reflect its comedy elements.
I think I should take it again.
You should. It's not like a robot.
The rock band element was dropped, and more attention was focused on Shaggy and Too Much. According to Ruby Spears, Silver was inspired by Frank Sinatra's scat "Doobie Doobie Doo" at the end of his recording of "Strangers in the Night" on a red-eye flight to one of the development meetings, and decided to rename the dog Scooby Doo and retitled the show Scooby Doo, Where Are You? The revised show was re-presented to CBS executives who approved it for production.
Oh wow, that was
so. We have these people to thank for that.
Yes, I'm sorry about my slow robot voice. I had to zoom it in because my glasses are getting I need new glasses.
I mean, I gotta give you some. Okay. Okay. When we're not on. Okay. When I'm not. When you're not speaking to the microphone, I think you should turn away. And,
yes.
And practice saying red leather, yellow leather.
Yeah, we'll do that.
In fact, try it right now. Red leather, yellow leather.
Red
leather, yellow leather.
Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather. Country star. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather.
Okay, that's going well. Now, I want you to try and read some poetry.
Poetry.
Give me your laptop so I can.
Oh really?
Yes, so I can look. Yeah, you know what I.
And I.
Yeah, and these are. This is the average classic depictions of Scooby Doo.
Yes, I like Daphne. I got one of the shows. I got one of the physical copy of one of the shows. The Scooby Doo. But we're gonna have some fun tonight.
Do you ever play that video game, Scooby Doo Mystery Mayhem?
Is it not on Nintendo DS?
I think it. No, it's not.
Okay,
it's
no.
Earlier than that.
No, I just played one on Nintendo DS.
It was released on PlayStation 2 and Nintendo GameCube.
No.
And the Game Boy as well.
Never played the Game Boy.
Okay, well, you can emulate Game Boy games on some consoles.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I've only done it on the PlayStation 3, but
of course,
it's pretty well done.
I bet.
Okay, whisper this to yourself as.
Will do.
Like I said, whisper to yourself. Because I do think you need to
I know.
read it.
My funds has ended.
Let's see if anyone can pick up what you're trying to read.
Once upon
I said whisper. Okay, now here's the actual okay, here's a bit more information. Scooby Doo, Where Are You was the result of CBS and Hanna-Barbera's plans to create a non-violent Saturday morning program that would appease the parent watch groups that have protested the superhero-based programs of the mid-1960s. We already read that. Originally titled The Mysteries 5 and later Who's Sisters Scared, Scooby Doo Where Are You underwent several changes from script to screen, the most significant being the downplaying of a musical group angle. I think that was probably a smart idea. However,